Hello, Just to Film here, and today I want to talk about A Real Pain, which is Jesse Eisenberg's second directed movie where he also stars, along with Kiernan Culkin appearing. Now, this is a film I saw all the way back in January at Sundance. You see, every January, Sundance occurs, but there is something that a lot of people don't know, which is that Sundance has online passes. And sometimes they'll show movies from the festival online. See, not every movie gets on there, but A Real Pain was one that was on there. And honestly, ever since watching it, didn't leave the biggest impression. A lot of people are talking about this getting Oscars, but for me, I thought it was a bit too brief for what it was going for. You see, this is about two cousins who are a very mismatched couple as they go through Poland to honor their grandma who survived the Holocaust. Jesse Eisenberg plays a predictably nervous, neurotic guy. Kiernan Culkin is definitely the standout here, where he plays this short circuit but also kind of cool guy. Like, sometimes he's a complete asshole, other times you just want to spend the whole night hanging out with him. Honestly, I think Kiernan and Jesse's characters have great chemistry, and it's the highlight of the film, in particular Kiernan Culkin's performance. The film is actually directed interestingly for the most part. I really like how Polish landscapes and monuments are captured in here, and there's great lighting. It has a very naturalistic look. I do wish the conversations were shot more interestingly, though. The film has what I believe is a lot of classical music as the score, and that fits well, but at some points feels like the film is taking itself a bit too seriously. This does have a very serious topic. You know, the Holocaust and everything there was a real tragedy. But the dynamic between Kiernan and Jesse is played humorously a lot of the times. And to have that juxtaposition of score doesn't fit too well. But I'm particularly mentioning the score because Jesse Eisenberg's last movie had a great score, which I think used a lot of chip tunes from my understanding. I'm not great at describing music. I'm not musically trained. But that was When You Finish Saving the World. That film, however, has much worse writing, and many times it just comes off like Jesse Eisenberg was biting off too much more than he could chew. That film is very cheesy at points. I also feel like A Real Pain has a problem with hand-feeding a lot of its themes, and I kind of wish those were intertwined a little bit more subtly for us to deconstruct than handing them on a silver plate. And funny enough, there is a very closed-off aspect to what this film is saying, which is with the Kiernan Culkin character, and that is one that I wish they explored more and maybe showed more of their backstory with, because he's the most interesting character. While Jesse Eisenberg and him have great chemistry, like I said, Jesse Eisenberg just kind of plays the same character he plays in so many films. Finally, I was reminded of another film while watching this, which is Everything is Illuminated, and I think while that film doesn't have the best naturalistic look, it has a much more interesting visual design than this film, and I love the use of colors in that film. And why that reminded me of this film is because that also has to deal with exploring a country for some Holocaust family history. That one is Ukraine instead of Poland, like A Real Pain, and also has a mismatched lead pairing of guys, which was a character by Elijah Wood and then a character by the guy who is like the lead singer of Gorgo Bordello. Yeah, I don't know. But I do like that movie, I think, just a little bit more than A Real Pain, if I had to be honest. It was just a much more distinct experience. A Real Pain is something that left my mind as just kind of a brief, cool experience. Oh yeah, this was pretty good as a second movie, but that's about all I could say for A Real Pain. So I'd give it a 6 out of 10. Let me know if you've seen A Real Pain and where you disagree. Just be polite about it. Subscribe here for more film reviews, and I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye.